Hi, welcome to Children Are Important. My name is Christy Krause, and we're on video number 3 on a series on how to get help in your children's ministry. Today we are focusing on training. That's right, get training for your teachers. Okay, focusing on training today. Point number 1. Why? Why do we need to get training? So I just want to focus on this first point, the why. I like to tease in different teachers' events that there's really high standards for those of us who are going to work in children's ministry. Basically, there's a major requirement. The pastors come up to us and say, all right, if I need to know, can you breathe? And then I ask the teachers to do this. Can you breathe? Yes. You are ready to do children's ministry. Okay, it's a joke. But honestly, this happens all around the world where if you're going to invite somebody up to the pulpit and speak to the parents, to the men and women of God sitting in the pews, we require some form of training or some experience. We require to know, we want to study and know, hey, have they read their Bible? Do they know what they're talking about? However, when we put something with the children, sometimes we don't check. We're like, we can't find anybody to be with the kids anyway, so let's just send anybody. So we end up with teachers that are 14, 15, 16 years old and have like no training whatsoever. So this is just a vision of why we need to do training. Honestly, you're going to get more help in your children's ministry if your teachers feel like they're being trained, that they weren't just thrown into the lion's den with 40 adolescent students. They're going to feel scared that they haven't been trained to do what they're doing. So the why is because children are important. They're actually really human beings and have souls, they have spirits, and we should care who's working with them. Let's start by training them, and as we train them, we will get more help. Number 2. Training for the teachers must be fun. Now, I'm sorry to say it, but around the world, nobody wants training, especially when you have to pay for it and you're traveling. And, okay, it may look like fun, but really nobody wants to pay to go learn something as an adult. So I recommend fun. Gotta have fun in your teacher training. And the more fun you have, the more you're going to have more teachers showing up, and the more they're going to feel trained and able to help out in your children's ministry, which means you'll have more help. Okay, so bottom line, fun in your training means more help in your children's ministry. So I have a couple of ideas I want to show you. The first one is to do a couple of games with your teachers so they get to know each other or they play a little bit. So this first one, I just saw in Guatemala, where they played a game that's just sort of silly, where they're touching their fingers to the ground or their elbows. Now this is in Spanish, but you could put any song in there. Basically they're saying, hey, let's get together, let's do these actions. Basically you can put any words you want there easily. Here's the video I want to show you. Okay, so they're touching the ground with whatever body part. So they touch it with a finger, the other finger, and then the elbow. All the way down to the stomach, had to touch the ground. All right, so that's the video clip I wanted to show you. So it's just a game to play with the teachers before you start any serious training, and that's going to make your training fun. Here's another idea to make your training fun in our events, we've started to do the VBS training where they actually do each piece. So they get in a circle and they're actually doing the VBS as though they were kids. And it's a fun way for them to learn the different pieces of the VBS. So here in this video clip, what I want to show you is them doing the craft. So they're making a little bookmark with a bead and a ribbon, and they have a couple of decorations to put on the bookmark. So teachers, honestly, in a training, they don't need to make a bookmark, but it made it a lot more fun, the training, and so it added something fun to the training, as well as learning also how to do the craft with the children. Okay, this next piece I want to show you is actions to songs. It's a very easy and cheap thing that we can do all around the world, is have songs where the kids learn different actions to go with the music. And we all love to do this with children's ministry. So one idea is to make the training for your teachers fun, is to learn the actions to a new song. So if you have a new album, you're going to want to spread it out to where each month or every 2 or 3 months you get to learn a new song or a couple new songs, and keep that as part of the training. Instead of them gathering together to learn the songs apart, keep that with the other training you're giving on vision or the new curriculum you're going to use or whatever, so that your training is fun. Okay, here's one we did in Mexico with Suki showing them the actions. Now, instead of using the audio in Spanish, I'm going to go ahead and put the song in English for you so you can understand the words.
Up to we're at the top, and the victory is ours. Right foot 2 times, left foot 2 times. Give it a break. Destination without limits. Climb to the right. Don't fall now. Climb to the left. Tie your shoelace. Crisscross. Crisscross. Now clap. Right foot 2 times, left foot 2 times. 1 step back, 3 jumps. Going, going, going.
The mountains high, piercing the sky. We will not stop till we're at the top.
Okay, so that's our second idea for how to train your teacher. Just remember, we're training teachers because if we train them, you are going to get more help than if you send them in there without any training whatsoever. Now, nobody wants training, so you have to make it fun. Okay. All right, number 3. So on this third point for training our teachers so that we can get more help, I just want to recommend that you find an event and go to it. So there are events around the world. I just went to this one in Guatemala, but I know there's lots of events. So take your teachers somewhere, find somebody who's doing some form of training, and go. You might actually invite a few that haven't started teaching yet, but they're interested in maybe starting, and they would enjoy going on the trip with your team, and they make some friends, and then they might be more willing to participate in your children's ministry when they come back. They're going to be inspired and feel like they're part of the team.
Hi everybody, I'm standing here at the Mexico City Airport heading to Guatemala for our teacher training event. So it's very exciting to be traveling and heading out here from the airport, and looking forward to seeing a whole bunch of teachers who are working with children and are excited to get training. Hey, I tell you what, there is training to be had for all of us teachers around the world. It doesn't matter what country you're in, that you can find training. I recently heard of a teachers conference in Kenya, and there was another one in Mumbai, India, so I know they're everywhere, so I want to get out and about and see some teachers.
Number 3, just recap, take them on a trip. Go to someone's training, and you will inspire them, and you will get more help. Thank you for joining us today on getting training for our teachers. As we train them, we will get more help. Don't forget to subscribe or like, and I'll see you tomorrow for the close of this series, How to Get More Help in Your Children's Ministry.